Well, good day, family. Pastor Jamal here. So I wanted to jump on today. I heard a couple of different words, a couple of different prophetic utterances, that really got me to thinking about a specific thing. I heard one word, the person said, they were talking about a specific thing, and they said that this is a season where the enemy is going or trying to distract you through warfare. The enemy is using warfare to distract you. Now, that's an interesting way to say something. Very interesting way to say so, because you would say, well, at least me, how can I be distracted through war? I mean, because isn't war? You know what I mean? I mean, you got bombs going off right on the side of you, right in front of you, behind you. People trying to come up and steal from you and, just take. How can that be a distraction? Stay with me. So, in this ministry, again, we are all about perspective and giving you the correct perspective so you can stand firm on the foundation that God has for you. Now, this is a new to me. I just kind of loved, I haven't said it that way before, but I love the how that's said, man. The enemy is trying to distract you through warfare. We have a tendency as believers to really plug into this idea of warfare. To me, now this could sound a bit harsh, or it could sound, I don't know. Sometimes I believe in our search for significance, we want to feel so valuable to God. We want to feel so valuable even to our peers that we decide that our life ain't nothing unless we fighting, unless we're in a battle, unless we swinging swords and shooting arrows. You know what I mean? At the enemy. If that ain't going on, then you're probably not in the family of God. You're probably not in the army of God. We talk about being soldiers and all of these kind of things. And I believe it kind of pushes us to this idea that unless we're in some type of fight, then it ain't right. You know what I mean? And that's such a dangerous place in God, because again, the work is finished. The battle is over. We stand in victory on the side of victory. Jesus has his foot on the serpent's head. You know what I mean? It's already there. So to be distracted by warfare is saying something significant to the believer. Because you are a believer, because you are a vessel of God, you are supposed to be abiding in Christ, and Christ is abiding in you. You are the image and the likeness of Christ in heavenly places on earth. So you possess a unique power and authority and ability right now. But what keeps us from really walking in that identity is this idea that we are in such a warfare, that we're fighting, we're always fighting. So we're getting distracted by the idea that we're in warfare. So again, you might say, well, I'm struggling here. I can't pay rent. My family's sick. I got, what's going on? If God says you're being distracted by warfare, then that means you have a unique position even in your circumstances and your situation. You have to realize that you literally have the power. So how do you walk out having the power? I said it 100 times, but we've got to be reminded. How do you walk out having a power and authority, not being able to be distracted by warfare or the idea that you're in war or you're in a battle? You stand from the position of God. You see from the position of God. God doesn't see defeat. God doesn't see lack. Whatever is in your momentary valley, you're walking right through it hand in hand with God. So when you're hand in hand with God, walking through the flames and the fire, you'll notice that you're not being destroyed. You may be shaking a little bit. You may find yourself in fear for a second, and that's okay. But you gird yourself back up and you remember where you are and who you're with and who you are. That's how we win. That's how we don't allow the mirage, the fakeness, the falseness of warfare to distract us to a point where we start making decisions on our own. So this is the thing. Looks like we got a train coming. I'm gonna have to go with it, y'all. So this is where we are. This is where we are. You have to realize, if God has a plan for you, then there's nothing that is really going, or that is able to cancel out God's plan for you but you. So you say, well, how does that happen? How do I cancel out a plan that shouldn't be canceled out? So because we always have to participate in the blessing. We always have to participate in the truth. The truth is, you're on the side of victory. So if you get distracted enough, then you're going to start making decisions in the opposite direction of God. Because the truth is, whatever God is doing and orchestrating in you and through you and for you, you have to participate in it. So what does that mean practically? One example: if God is leading you to do something, or God is leading something, or he's orchestrating a situation, and you get so distracted and so fearful that you don't recognize the move that you have to make. Maybe you have to, he's sending you to the bank, but this day you say, no, the banks are closed, or I'm not going to be able to get this, so I'm going to just try to figure out something else. I don't know. Whatever it is, you have chosen to go in the opposite direction of where your blessing is, and that's how you miss it. That's what distraction does. That's what distraction creates in you. It creates this false idea of direction that changes your course, because you change your course and you go in the opposite direction of what God is doing and planning. I pray it makes sense, folks. We've got to understand this. We've got to understand that we don't have to be distracted by war. It doesn't matter what bombs are going off, or you know, what does it say? Psalms, you know, you got 10,000 people being destroyed right beside you, but it won't come near you. Why? Because you are in victory. You stand on the side of victory. All of those other 10,000, 20,000 folks, they decided to do something else. So the result is they didn't make it. But because you are a believer, because you are a son and daughter of God, because you are an image carrier and an image bearer of God, nothing can take you. Nothing can take you down. Keep walking. Stand in God's place and watch and see breakthrough happen for you. Pastor Jamal, I'll talk to you. Peace.